Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. I'm Pat.
My name is Lịnh.
Hi, Ling.
Hi, Pat. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Where do you live, Ling?
I live in Vietnam.
Where?
I live in Vietnam.
But what city do you live in Vietnam?
I live in Nam Định City.
Um, and how do you spell it? Can you write it for me so I can look on the map?
Okay.
Oh, that's what I thought you said, but I didn't want to make a mistake. Yay. Okay, so now here's what I do, Ling. I look at the map and then I zoom out so I can see where your city is in relation to Hanoi or Da Nang or Ho Chi Minh City. Haiphong, it's near Haiphong.
Yes.
It's in the north. You're near Hanoi.
Yes. It's in the city in the north.
Uh-huh. It's
Yeah.
warm there. Do you have winter? Is there winter
Yes.
in Namdin?
Yes, it has winter in Nam Định.
Do you have snow?
No, it's very cold, but it's not has snow.
Do you guys have a rainy season too? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. Are there monsoons or is it just lots of rain?
It's a little bit rain.
Okay. And now, how is it now? Is it very warm?
It's very hot.
Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah. Because I
Yes.
live in Turkey. I'm from New York, but I live in
Oh.
Turkey. And in
Oh.
Turkey right now, it is not so hot where I am. I think in Istanbul it might be hot, but I'm
Yes.
in a small village and it is beautiful weather here. It's like 25 degrees here.
Oh, yes.
It's my favorite temperature.
Yes. I think so.
That's really nice. Tell me about yourself. Are you a student?
Yes, I'm a student in the secondary school
Uh-huh.
and I'm in grade 6. And
And your English sounds really good. Do you have English class at school?
yes, I have English class at school and sometimes I have study at home on the
Uh-huh.
internet.
Yeah. A lot of
Yeah.
people are doing that. There are podcasts and YouTube videos. You probably know this, though, that are really
Yes.
helpful for English.
Yes, thank you. And my hobby is play table tennis and listen to music.
And how is that right now with the coronavirus where you are in your city? Are you guys quarantined? Do you know this word? Quarantine? This is also, people call it lockdown. It's when you
No,
don't go out.
no, people can go out in my city.
Uh-huh.
Then the school is open, but now is a quick weekend, so I'm at home. And then tomorrow I will go to school.
You're going to school, to the school building.
Yes.
Oh, cool. That's great. All the schools in Turkey are closed. They've been
Oh,
closed since March 16th. We've had
March 6th.
my school is closed. I came to the village from Istanbul.
Oh,
Yeah, my school is closed. I don't know when they're opening.
oh yes. My school has closed in the 10th of February and is open in the 1st of May.
On the 1st of May. Oh, great.
Yes.
So you guys were closed for almost March and April. Yeah, the whole month of March and April and most
Yeah.
of February. Wow. That's
Yes.
so smart, though, because do you know anyone who has coronavirus?
Mm, now in Vietnam is have 20 no 32 people have coronavirus, so
Uh-huh.
it's not so dangerous.
Yeah. Do you know
Yes.
anyone?
No.
Yeah, I don't know anyone either. And I live in
Yes.
a city that I live in a country that has 150,000 cases.
Oh,
And my country,
yes.
the United States, has 1,200,000. So many, or maybe
It's a lot.
so many. But you know
Yeah.
what? We also have in America, the president is crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
And he's stupid. He's stupid and crazy
Yes.
and rich. And he's rich too.
Yes.
When you listen to music, do you listen to popular music or do you listen to folk music or do you listen to classical music?
I like to s- listen to famous music.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And what about,
Like
yeah, tell me.
like K-pop and UZ pop.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the pop
Yeah.
bands. K-pop is really popular in Turkey too. That's so popular
Yes.
all over East and Southeast Asia. And it moved into, I'm in Central Asia. Turkey is
Yes.
like next to Iran. So we're considered, and most of Turkey is in Central Asia, but then Istanbul has a little spot that's Europe.
Yes.
Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yes, I have a brother and no sister.
Is your brother older or younger?
He is younger.
Is he in primary school?
Yes, he
Uh-huh.
is in the primary school.
Do kids in primary school have English class?
Yes, kids in primary school have English class in grade 3.
Can your brother speak English?
Yes, he can speak English,
Do your
but
mother
not very well.
do your mother and father speak English?
They can speak English, but they can speak a little bit of English.
You're the one in the family who speaks English.
Yes,
Nice. This is so great. Your English sounds so nice.
yes, thank you.
Do you watch television shows, English speaking television shows? Programs?
Yes, yes,
Tell me about your favorite one.
I like many TV shows, so I can remember the name.
Uh-huh. Do you have Netflix in Vietnam?
Yes, it have Netflix.
It's everywhere. The world has gotten bigger and smaller at the same time. Really, it's bigger
Yes,
because there's more people, and it's smaller because we have technology.
yes,
It's a very interesting time. What about your mom and your dad? Does your mom have a job?
yes. Both my mother and my father are a teacher.
That's so cool. What does your mother teach?
My mother teach IT.
Uh-huh. And your father?
My father it teach math.
Are they university professors? Are they high school teachers?
My father teach math in the primary school,
Uh-huh.
in the same school of my brother, and my mother is teach in IT in a secondary school.
Uh-huh. Not your school?
Yeah. No, not
A
my
different
school.
school. When you go to school, do you walk there? Do you take a bus? Do you ride a
I,
scooter?
my father takes me to the
Huh.
school by motorbike.
Uh-huh. Well, I just remembered I drove my kids to school in a car every day.
Uh,
I'm trying to think. Daniel, my kids went to preschool, and people call it kindergarten, and some people call it nursery school. My kids went to school when they were 2 and 3 years old, and I drove
uh,
them to school until they had
yes.
cars. And I'm trying to think of when that was. Laura was 16. So I drove my daughter Laura to school For
Oh, yes.
14 years, I drove her to school and picked her up every day.
14 years. Yes, it's a long
Really
time.
long time. And then she
Yes.
got her driver's license when she was 16. And she had an
Oh,
old
yes.
car, but it was a great car. It wasn't pretty, but it was great.
In Vietnam, in the age 16, children people can't drive a car.
No, that's the same in Turkey.
Yes.
You have to be 18
Yes.
to drive.
Yes.
Is it Mother's Day today in Vietnam?
No.
We have a holiday called Mother's Day, and Mother's Day
Oh,
is really popular in America. And I don't really like this holiday, and I'll tell you why. In America, they
yes.
make these holidays so that people go out and spend money and buy jewelry and chocolates and go to restaurants. It's a capitalist day. Go out and spend money so your mother knows that you love her. And I told my kids when they were little, every day,
Uh,
every day is Mother's Day, I said. Every day is Father's Day, and every day is Kids' Day. You don't have to spend money
oh,
to say, I love you to someone in your family. And so today is Mother's Day.
yes.
And I said to I'm a grandmother now. And I said to my daughter in law just a minute ago, before I talked to you, every day is
Oh,
Mother's Day. I said, Happy Mother's Day. Every day is Mother's Day.
oh, yes.
Anyway, I don't know where, if Mother's Day is in Vietnam, if it's in China, if it's in Russia or Eastern Europe, but I think they have this day in Turkey. I think Mother's Day is in
Yes.
Turkey. They want people, but right now, lots of countries want people to spend money because of coronavirus and the lockdown. All the restaurants in Istanbul are closed, they said. I haven't been there.
Yes. Yes.
So, do you have a best friend?
Yes, I have two best
Nice.
friends.
How long have you known them?
I know them for 1 year because this is the first year for me in the
Uh-huh,
secondary
uh-huh,
school, and they are my primary school friends. They study in my mother's
uh-huh,
school, but I have studied in the other
uh-huh,
school, so have meet another
uh-huh.
friend, and I meet them, and we are they are very
Uh-huh.
friendly, and we are be the best friend.
And do you guys play table tennis together? I
Yes.
know that's a really popular game. It's popular in
Yes.
America too. Nice.
Yes, I think
Uh-huh.
so.
What about travel? Have you been to all over your country traveling?
Yes,
What's your favorite place where you went on a holiday in Vietnam?
I went to Halong Bay.
I think I heard about this. And tell me about this place. What's special about it?
It's it's about the bay, and it have many mountain. It's very beautiful, and the mountain have very many trees. L-
Did you camp? Did you
It's
stay in a hotel? Did you go camping there?
yes,
That's so nice. Did you stay in a hotel or did you camp?
I stay in the
Uh-huh.
hotel.
And how long did you stay
Yes,
there?
I stayed there for 3 days.
That's so nice. Did you go with
Yes,
your whole family?
yes, I do go with my family, my parents and my brother.
And tell me about your new school. Is your school a private school or a government school, a public school?
It's a public
Uh-huh.
school.
Do they have private schools in your city?
Yes,
This is such a popular thing in America, and it's so expensive. In Turkey,
yes.
too, the private schools are very, very expensive. But some parents say that the government schools in Turkey are not so good anymore. So they want to
Oh,
spend money for their kids to go to private school. Do you wear a
yes.
uniform in your school?
Yes, I wear my uniform
Uh-huh.
every day. Yes.
Does your
Yes.
school have colors? Do you have to wear certain colors?
Mm, I have my uniform have it have white.
It's all white.
No,
The
the
shirt?
neck is the shirt and the neck is black. No, it's not black. Black is gray.
Okay. And then do you have to wear a skirt or can you wear pants?
Mm, we don't have a uniform, shoulder uniform, so we wear jeans to
Oh,
go
you
to
can wear
school.
jeans. That's so cool. You know, when I was a child, we couldn't wear jeans to school when I was a child. And we
Oh,
couldn't wear pants to school if we were girls. We had to wear a dress. It was so weird when I think
oh,
about that. That was very strange. And then we were allowed to wear pants. And then when I was in middle school, where you are, secondary school, we were allowed to wear jeans. And it was very unusual for
yes,
us. It was in the 1960s and in America. In fact, that was during the war in your country. And you know, when I was
yes,
14, I was in high school when I was 14, and I started going to the protests then because I had a
oh, yes,
job. I had to work. I come from a poor family, and I had to work when I was in high school. I paid taxes in America, and I was so angry. My money was
oh,
getting spent on the US wars. You know what? I've spent
yeah,
my whole life
yes,
protesting American wars. I've been protesting for
oh, yes,
48 years.
oh, it's a long time.
But you know what? It's really good to do that because if you don't
Yeah,
protest, the government thinks it's okay. And it's not okay. And they still get my money. But at least I say no, stop. But I don't care. But it does feel good to
yes,
protest.
yes,
And because I can, and because I can vote, because I can protest, I do. And now that I live in Turkey, I don't go to protests anymore, but I still write letters and send email to the White House.
oh, yes,
I send letters to Donald Trump. What are you doing? You you didn't even respond to the coronavirus for 70 days.
yes.
So I have two children. I don't know if I told you this. My daughter is 27 and she's a teacher.
27. Oh,
She's a
oh,
teacher. I didn't tell
and
her I didn't
what
tell
is
her to be a teacher, but she loves small children. She teaches in a preschool. Her classroom are 4-year-olds.
Oh, yes, I know.
And she has a great time with them. They have a piano in their classroom. She plays music and sings. Laura has a beautiful singing voice. And they also
Oh,
have a
yes.
pet tarantula. Do you know what a tarantula is? Have you ever seen this creature? It's this big. It's a spider. It's a giant hairy spider. That's their classroom pet. and it's in a cage. It's in an
Oh,
aquarium, and the little 4-year-old kids feed it.
oh, yes,
They
I
named
know. In Vietnam, is
No, I
not
don't
has
think so.
it.
The kids named it Sparkle. Do you know the word sparkle?
Oh, I
Sparkle
don't
is a
know.
word that describes something that is shiny, like a diamond, or something in glass when the light hits it, or the water. Sometimes the
Oh,
sea has sparkles when the light hits it and it looks like it's shiny. That's what they named the spider, Sparkle.
oh, yes, yes,
And my daughter is 27 and my son is 31. Mhm.
31.
And he's
Oh,
a teacher
yes.
too.
Oh, and what did he
He
teach?
teaches linguistics. He's a linguist. He speaks 10 languages.
Oh, it's a
So
lot of
many,
language.
so many. And they're
Yes.
they're different from each other, but they're all in similar families. So he speaks
Yeah.
Indo-European, he speaks Indo-Iranian, and he speaks some Dravidian languages. I don't know if I have to ask him about Vietnamese because he speaks Tamil and Japanese and Chinese and Mandarin and Cantonese, two dialects of Chinese, and then some Central Asian languages, Farsi and Arabic and Kurdish.
Oh,
So that's what he does. And he teaches in New York City. My daughter's in California, and I'm a teacher in Turkey. We're all teachers.
oh, yes. And what did you
English.
teach?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yesterday, I sent one of my students a YouTube video, and this student is in Istanbul, and he's an adult. He's a mechanical engineer, and so is his wife, and they both work in steel companies. And we were talking about conditionals. If this happens, that happens. And he said they never learned zero conditional in his English class when he was growing up. And now he's 30 years old or 35 years old, and he never heard of zero conditional. And I sent him a video. It's a
Oh,
great video of a man who explains the zero conditional. And I'm so happy that I have the internet because I sent him some worksheets that I have and different things about zero conditional. But when I was searching for a video, I found one, and the man explains it really easily. And he speaks very clearly, so helpful. Yeah,
oh,
YouTube is
yes.
really helpful.
Mm, yes.
We can learn everything.
And yes. And do do you have a
I
pet?
don't have any pets now, but I've had many pets in my life. I've had dogs and cats. I've had fish. I had a snail, a pet snail. You know what this
Oh,
is?
no. Oh,
And it's
yes.
very strange.
It's
But I
strange.
got this, I had a fish. I had a betta fish and it was beautiful. And I got the snail because the snail eats all of the algae and it keeps the tank clean. But then the fish died. And I was so sad. I took the fish with a
Oh,
net and put it in the toilet and flushed it and said, "Bye, you were so beautiful." But then I lived with that
oh,
snail for 1 year. It was my pet.
yes.
So
It's
funny.
so
My
funny.
daughter, my daughter's name is Laura. Laura said to me one day, "Mom, you have a pet that has no brain. That's so weird, Mom. Snails have no brain.
Yes.
Do you have
Yeah.
pets?
I have three
Hmm.
cats.
Do your cats go outside or are they indoor cats?
And
Uh-huh,
they
uh-huh.
are indoor
My
cats.
cats were in and out. We
Yes.
called it insy outsy. They go to the door and they stand by the door, and then you open the door and they go out. Then 20 minutes later, they come to the door and they're like, meow, meow, meow. You open the door, they want to go out.
Yes.
Cats
Yes.
are wonderful. We have to stop.